Hey, YouTube, listen, I have not done a video like this in a long time, and I know you guys have been asking for me to do more videos like this, so I'm back at it. But listen, first of all, shout out to the Bills for making it almost all the way to the Super Bowl. I kind of wish they would have. Shout out to Damar Hamlin, too. So I'm making chili. And normally when I make chili, I do homemade sauce because it's just better that way. But I don't have the stuff to make the homemade sauce right now. So I'm just going to use the Del Grosso that I have in my cabinet. And then I got some dark red kidney beans. I got my tomato, it's upside down, guys, but you know, tomato paste. I got the chili with beans because it just kind of adds the extra beans. If you don't have enough kidney beans, it adds the extra beans. And then I also have the tomato sauce as well. And this is the all-purpose, so this is, you know, supposed to be a lot better tasting. But what I want to do first, I want to put some oil in the bottom of this pan, only because it makes it easier so everything isn't sticking. And you don't want to put a lot, but you want to put enough in there so that way it kind of can coat the bottom of the pan. So what I did on here is I browned the ground meat and I put green and red peppers, well, orange-ish red, and then I did onions. So I have this all made, but obviously this is all not going to fit in just this pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump this all in here. And yes, I am getting all of it out of there. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to set that aside. So then all you do is you just start adding all of your ingredients in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tomato paste, and I have this little rubber spatula, which you're going to lightly, do not scrape the side of it. You just lightly go around and dump it in there. Now listen, I don't know how many people, my mom included, I love her to death, but my mom included, would take a spoon, a metal spoon, and scrape the inside. So now this is a rubber one, but you still don't have to scrape it. Alright. So then I'm going to add the spaghetti sauce in here. Y'all listen, here's a funny trick. I'm going to tell you guys a real quick little story. I was making stuff over my mom's house, and I was using the spaghetti sauce. And I said to her, instead of scraping the inside, there's a way that you can get the stuff out of here. So you put the lid on it, and all you do is you just kind of like do a circular motion. So that way it comes out of there. Alright, so watch. Make sure it's tightly on her, because that was my mistake. I did this with ketchup and it went all over my mom's ceiling. And all you do, you just go like this in a circular motion, and you get more of it out of there. You're not going to get 100% of it, but you're going to get most of it out of there. And then we got the second one here, and you're going to do the same thing with this one. So you get the majority of it out of there. Put the lid on it. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Here, so let me do this. I'm just going to rinse it off, y'all, because there was sauce on the side. So you're going to do the same thing with this one. You're just going to do the circular motion. Okay? And I know you kind of look weird in your kitchen when you're doing this, but it's beneficial because you get what you pay for. Alright, so there goes that. Now I got my chili with the beans I'm putting in here. And this, you're going to have to use this, and it doesn't matter, it's tomato paste on there. And y'all, listen, I said this in my last video, not the last video, but one of the other videos that I did. Clean the sides of your cans when you open them, because if you would see what comes off of there that people don't pay attention to, you'd wonder why people are sick and in the hospital and whatever else. It's already starting to smell so good, guys. Alright, y'all. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this up. And it's not going to hurt, y'all, too. I forgot to add that, is adding some water to it. It kind of, it'll increase the amount of stuff you have, but then it'll also help with the tomato paste, because the tomato paste is so thick. So you want to just do at least a cup of water, depending on how much you make. If you make more than this, then you add more water to it. Okay, but that's just to kind of loosen up that tomato paste. And once this is cooked, it's gonna look a lot different, a lot better. So I'm gonna get this finished, and I will be right back. Make sure you guys stay tuned. I'm gonna show you the finishing, and also I'm making some garlic bread with cheese. And ain't nothing better than making it with Salone's bread, not that regular bread. Stay tuned. Okay, y'all. So listen, after I did all that, stirred that in, mixed that well, now I'm going to add in my seasonings. I did buy the mild chili seasoning. I was going to get the hot one, but everybody doesn't eat that. So in case, somebody would want a bowl or whatever, I kind of had to make it mild, for the weak people. But, so I have this, and then I also got Kinder's. I'm a big fan of Kinder's and Weber. Kinder's has this chili crunch with crunchy garlic and chili seasoning. And also, Tone's is another good product too. This is the Italian seasoning. I get these at Sam's Club. I think they're like $5 or $6 for the big one, which is worth it. But I do have to give a shout out to Cooking with A&B, because I got a lot of my, I would say, inspiration on making more cooking videos off of him. So shout out to Cooking with A&B. It's actually cooking and grilling, or smoking and grilling. I'm sorry. Smoking and grilling with AB. So here is the mild seasoning. See that in there? And I don't know why, guys. When I do seasoning, I go like this, but it's going to mix up anyway. So the Kinder's. This is another thing. And if you watch my videos, I'm not afraid to use seasoning. Like, I like mine seasoned. Not seasoned. I like mine, look, seasoned. Because mine is seasoned with a lot of love. So, a lot of people use this side. I use this side. So, let's add some of this in here. Okay. And then also, I'm going to add the Italian seasoning, which I'm going to use the spoon side. And I'm going to add this in here too. Now, listen, you know what? Here. There we go. Because once it all mixes up, it's not going to look like it's that much. So let's get this all mixed in here. I know y'all are probably like, oh my God, Diaz, that's a lot of seasoning. No, it's not. It's actually really not. Alright, so we got that all seasoned up. And y'all, I don't know if you guys are the same way as I am, but your girl Diaz has to make sure her cooking station is cleaned while she's cooking and not everything after you're done, because that's just nasty. So I'm going to let this cook for a little bit, stirring occasionally, and then I will be back and I will show you the finishing product with my side of garlic bread with cheese. Shout out to the Bills. Listen, y'all, I love the Steelers, but I also have another team, which is the Eagles, which are going to the Super Bowl. Y'all, listen, I'm praying that the Eagles win. Kansas City, I love them, but they had enough. They're done. They had enough. So shout out to all of the teams that made it, however far they made it, and I will be back whenever this is all done to show you the finishing product. Alright, y'all, so listen, another thing I pulled out of my cabinet, because y'all know DI's got a lot of spices. Ancho chili pepper. So I'm going to add some of this in there too. And then also, you want to add in some brown sugar. You can add it to your liking. Really?